Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. Please subscribe if you haven't yet already. It's a red button beneath me somewhere, and if you click on that you'll be subscribed. There's also a white bell next to that, and if you click on that you'll get an alert every time I upload new content. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. That'd make me very happy. Today's video is the 6th in a series where I am taking a lipstick from the Sephora #Lip Stories line and starting the video with lipstick, foundation, concealer, and brows on, and then building the color on my face around the lipstick. And today I'm using Wanderlust, this dark matte brown, and I applied false lashes, which I am still really practicing. So if you'd like to see how I got this look and watch me put on some false lashes, please keep watching. All right, face, eye primer, concealer, and brows are done. And as I'm looking at this, I've been thinking about it, and I felt like I could either go really subtle or just go all out. And I think I'm gonna have to go all out and be bold. So first I'm gonna go in with my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, just to lay down, and I have already primed with my MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. But what I'm gonna try to do with this is go for matte and also go for kind of white and black and shades of gray, almost like I'm sepia, kind of like I'm black and white. I need to research this because I have one of the Halloween costumes that I've always wanted to do was to be somebody like in a black and white picture. And the thing that's always thrown me is my mouth, because I can figure out how to get everything else kind of black and white and sepia, but my mouth, like the moment you open it, it's pink. So I wonder if there's anything that you can do to make your mouth not pink. It would be distracting. So I am just laying down some milk here. I'm gonna put white on top of this, but I want it to be white, like white, not kind of the suggestion of white. I want it to actually be pretty intensely white here. So that is down. Then I am going to go in with the white color from the Shade and Light palette, which I think is Seos. And I'm going in with a Luxie Precision Shader. I am getting some transfer here because the NYX Milk pencil is pretty creamy, so that's why I'm getting so much transfer. So I guess part of what I'm doing here is just kind of powdering this down so I don't get any more transfer, but the other part is I just want to amp up the white a little bit. I'm going to take this Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush and run this through the crease just to get rid of the milk that transferred up before I set it. And I'm just going to lay down a little bit more here. All right. Then I'm going to go in with a Makeup Grease Soft Dome Brush, and I'm going to go in with Lazarus, and I'm tapping it off. I want to spend some time building this up, so I'll zoom you through this. What I'm going to keep doing is putting the brush in the powder and getting brush on the powder and then tapping it off. So I'm not putting too dark a shadow down, just kind of different layers of the same color. I'll speed you through this. Then I'm going to go in with a Makeup Geek Defined Crease Brush, and I'm going to go in with Liberatus. I believe that's the color. I always get confused about which color's which. The brown on the middle of the bottom. And again, tapping, because this is really dark. I don't want to lay too much of this down at once, but I do want to build up a fairly dramatic crease here. I'll speed you through this too. All right, that's pretty much done. Soften it a little bit again with this Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, and I'm gonna go back in with the Luxie brush and that white color just to kind of put a little bit more down there. All right, now I'm going to line, and I'm going to do a fairly straightforward cat eye, maybe a little bit thicker than normal, and I'm going to use my Tom Ford Fancy Schmancy pen for this, starting with the long part of it and starting at the inner corner of my eye. I'm bringing it out, and I'm bringing it up, not following my lash line. I'm bringing it up a little bit. So I'm setting how high I want it to be instead of starting at the bottom and then going up, because I want it to be fairly thick, not too thick. I kind of do want it to be pretty thick, but I don't want to cover up all that white. I want it to be thicker. All right, and then I'm gonna do the same on the other side, because I want to try to get those as symmetrically thick as possible. I'll speed you through that. Okay, that's done. Then I'm actually going to take this NYX. They're called That's the Point Hella Fine, which is interesting because it seems like a very Bay Area thing to be saying. I'm gonna use that to begin my wing. Give it a shake. This has a little ball kind of ink mixy thing in it. And I'm gonna start at the end of what I drew before, and I'm going to the end of my lid, and I'm trying to go up in the direction of my brow. So I'm just making small, quick strokes like that. And then I'm kind of bringing it down here to meet it there. And I'm also going to take some of this and put it on my lashes because some of that white is still sitting on there. Speed you through my other wing. Okay, they're not symmetrical. This one's a lot longer than this one, so I'm gonna make this one be longer. And these things do not have to match, but just having them be more kind of aligned with each other is smart and symmetrical. We're all shooting for symmetry, yes? Gonna clean this up with a little micellar water and a pointed Q-tip just to get that super duper crisp. And don't think I'm gonna blush, maybe, but I will contour. I'm gonna use the kind of taupey powder in the Naked Skin Shapeshifter palette. And this, I love this. This is an e.l.f. sculpting face brush. Just a little bit. And also on the chin. Right, I'm gonna curl my lashes, and then I'm gonna attempt false lashes, which I am not good at, but I'm gonna do it. Going to use, these are from Eyelure. They are accents, they're number 3. And I chose these because they're smaller. Again, you can trim your lashes, but I always feel like when I do that, it doesn't look right. Like it looks like I obviously cut them, and I don't want that. So these are also already oh, this is nice. I've never used these before. I have my own glue, but these also come with a little kind of tweezer thing to help you apply them. I have a pair that I was going to use, but maybe I'll actually use these. I'm actually curious. I'm gonna try to give these a go. Look at me being all risky with my lashes. So here they are again. I'm not going to use the glue that came in the packet. I'm starting with my right lash because that's the one that I curled. And I'm going to start peeling it off. Oh, this really isn't even attached very much. This is just attached kind of in this little, those 2 little dots right there. So that's nice because often when I feel when I am taking a lash off, a lash strip off, they get kind of bent as you're pulling them off because the glue is fighting. So I'm doing a little of this just to loosen them up a little bit. These are supposed to be uniquely curved for your perfect fit. And I'm going to use these guys just to see. I haven't put any glue on it yet. And I'm going to see if this is a good fit. Still feel, well, no, I can do it. It's actually pretty okay. These are a little bit shorter, which is nice. So going to use my glue. For glue, I'm going to use this Velour Lashes glue. You can use any glue that you want to. I prefer this to the, I think it's Ardell or Andrea or Duo maybe, but I prefer this to that because they use formaldehyde and it just smells really strong. Formaldehyde is a preservative that they use, and I get that, but I don't use lash glue very often, and I don't know like how long I've had this, but I know what it smells like, and if it started to smell wrong, I would know. So I'm just gonna let this hang out a little bit. I want it to get tacky so it'll stick, but not so tacky that it's not sticky, if that makes any sense. So usually let this go for about a minute. Speed you through that. All right, I'm gonna go in. I've already committed to using this set of tweezers. I like my other ones because they are longer, but that's okay. So I'm gonna go in and I'm shooting for the middle of my lid, and I'm not even looking down. Well, I am looking down a little bit. The other thing about the tweezers that came with the set is that this side of it is not flat. So what you wanna do, and I'll show you when I'm done doing this, I'm focusing so hard. You're up too high, come down. There we go. So what was happening before is, and it's hard to see when you have a cat eye, but the lash was actually up there somewhere. The end of the lash was actually up there somewhere. I do not know what I'm doing with lashes. I honestly do not know what I'm doing with lashes. I am shocked that it's working as well as it's working. So anybody who's watching out there who's saying, I can't do false lashes, if I can do false lashes, you can do false lashes. Truly, truly. I'm gonna zoom you through the next one. I'm just gonna take it off very easily because this is a nice, I like these lashes. And I'm just gonna do this kind of a thing. I already know that they're going to fit because the other one fit, and I guess your eyes could be different lengths, but it wouldn't be that dramatic. And I'm gonna press this down a little bit more. And I actually forgot to curl. Curling makes a big difference because if you don't curl your lashes and your lashes are pretty straight like mine are, then you end up having this false lash doing a curl and your straight lash kind of going out, and that's not cute. So I'm going in with the lash glue, and what I'm doing is I'm putting kind of the whole strip like that, and then I'm coming back and I'm putting a little extra dab on both ends because if anything ever started to get loose, it's more common for things to get loose on the edges than it is for things to get loose in the middle. All right, gonna let this get a little tacky, apply it, I'll speed you through all that. That is that. I seriously mean it. No idea what I'm doing with false lashes, and if I can do this, anybody can do this. I'm just gonna cover up a little bit. It's not glue because the glue that I'm using is black, but there's a little bit of the band that's white. So I'm gonna shake this up. This is again the NYX one that I started with. All right, it's just covering up the band a little bit, and same on this side. Just because the black is so black and it's next to the white that's so white, I don't want there to be any confusion about where one ends and the other begins. Yes, this is the finished look. I like this. I don't normally use colors that are this dark, but I am definitely digging it and happy for myself that I went for it and put on eyelashes again. I am enjoying this kind of eyelash walkabout that I'm on, and I'm glad that I have you guys to accompany me. Thank you so much for watching, as always. A lot to do in the world, a lot to do on YouTube, and I really, really appreciate the time that you took to spend with me today. Take care, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.